Now that Arsenal were defeated by Bournemouth 2-1 at the Emirates, and we all know that if peradventure Manchester City ended up winning their standing game against Crystal Palace, that simply means that they will not be closing on Arsenal with just 3 points separating them, because recently they won Chelsea on Sunday 2-0 at the Stamford Bridge. But however, in my opinion, I think that Arsenal still have upper hand and Arsenal still stand a better chance of winning the title. And the reason why I said so is what I'm going to be analyzing in this video. Now let's dive in. Firstly, you must understand that 3 points is enough to win the Premier League. Yes, 3 points is enough to win the Premier League. So I think that the mindset that Arsenal should have currently now. Now let's dive in. First of all, I think that the mindset that Arsenal should have, or the mentality that Arsenal should have, should be focusing on themselves. They should learn the lesson currently now. The mindset that Arsenal should have, the mentality, the momentum, they have to learn the lesson why they suffer loss to Bournemouth and improve to win your next game. That should be the mentality that they should have currently. They shouldn't be looking at Manchester City, or they should not be praying that City should lose for them to win. No. Your confidence as a team that wants to win the Premier League, your confidence, your momentum shouldn't be depending on the failure of your opponent, but rather you should concentrate on yourself. Try to improve your players. Try to get the best out of them, motivating them with positive mindset, and do your best to win your next game. That's football for you. So I think that the fact that Arsenal suffered loss to Bournemouth and with Manchester City defeating Chelsea 3-0 doesn't change anything. No, in my opinion, it doesn't change anything. Neither does it weaken Arsenal. But I think that rather Arsenal should focus on themselves. Try to learn the lesson why they suffered loss to Bournemouth and improve to win their next game. That should be the mentality that they should have. They should not be focusing on Manchester City, or they should not be praying that Manchester City should lose for them to win. No. Because as a team that wants to win the Premier League, your focus, your energy shouldn't be depending on the failure of your opponent. But rather, you should concentrate on yourself. Do your best. Try to win your own game. Because I think that 3 points is enough to win the league. We have seen on several occasions whereby this same Manchester City won the league with just only 1 point. We saw it. And even at a time, they also won the league with goal differences. Now, let's take a good look at the year 2019 season. You will discover that in that 2018-2019 season, Manchester City won the league with Liverpool as runners-up with just only 1 point. What about in the year 2021-2022? That same scenario also repeated itself against the same Liverpool, because in that season you will discover that Manchester City also won the league against Liverpool as the runners-up with just 1 point, separating them. So if you look at those games, you will discover that Manchester City didn't give Liverpool that chance to overtake them. They were winning their games, while Liverpool on the other hand were also winning their games. They didn't give Liverpool that chance. And if you look at it deeply, you will discover that at a time in the year 2012, Roberto Mancini was the head coach of Manchester City, and he won the league against Manchester United with just goal difference. Because if you look at that season, you will discover that Manchester City and Manchester United, they had a tight point. It was goal differences that Manchester City were ahead of Manchester United, and they won the league after Sergio Aguero scored a 9-minute goal against Queen Park Rangers. So you will discover that after that season, it was just goal differences that Manchester City were ahead of Manchester United, and that's how they won the league. So I think that if an adventure in time past, Manchester City have won the league twice with 1 point with Liverpool as runners-up, and also in the 2012, they also won the league with goal differences. 3 points is enough to win the Premier League. Yes, 3 points is enough to win the Premier League.